Morning, it's me. I'm in my polytunnel. It's the 3rd of September 2021 and it's about 9 a.m. I'm just in the polytunnel rather than at work at the minute because I've got to go a little bit later. I hope I don't trash this. Whoop, sorry about the hand. In my polytunnel, my okra has grown and it's got a seed pod, which is the part that you eat. But except I'm not going to eat it because of the fact that I want to grow it. I want to produce more seeds. The other bits are the other plants are my melons, and there's cantaloupe, watermelon, and something like a gala melon or something like that. There's loads of flowers on, but there's also lots of little fruit. Look, see that? Little tiny fruit, fabulous. Look, there's loads of them. Didn't even notice. Anyway, there's loads in there. I think they're watermelons, and then the yellowy ones with the more flowers are cantaloupe or, there we go, there's one there, see? I hope you can see anyway. Cantaloupe or gala anyway. But yeah, they look great. There's another okra, I knew I had another one. And that's just, I think it's called spineless green okra. Whereas the other one's burgundy, and they got more flowers coming on them. And I think they're absolutely lovely. I like the flowers on them. I think they're fantastic. They look like a hibiscus flower or something like that. In the next media bed, I've got tomatoes. I think this one's Pink King. It's gone a bit more red. Maybe it's not too sure what that one is. There's a tigerelle, and there's a marmalade as well. And then we've got kohlrabi, and I haven't picked them yet. That one looks like a little snowman. And then these ones are Prague Giant Green. There's one over there that's Prague Giant Green as well. And then there's a purple one. Delicious purple, delicious white. Prague Giant Green. I think I had 4 varieties last year. There's a celery in there, and these ones are broccoli. My friend Jake gave me the broccoli plants. His, I don't know whether I'm showing you. There we go. Broccoli, kohlrabi. Jake's ones he put outside and the slugs ate them, which was a bit of a shame. What else? It's too hot to grow lettuce, we know that. You can't grow lettuce at 50 degrees no matter how much you try. I've got to get the temperature down a bit in here. This is a lemon or a lime or a calamansi cutting, I don't know which one, but it's growing very well from last year. I've got tomatoes in this other media bed. There are a couple that haven't got anything in. And then there's this one, which is the worm bin. And in the worm bin, I've got lots of cucumbers. There's another slug there. I'm going to pick that one out as well. This is cucumbers that they've eaten, and it's gone like paper. It's just the skin that's left. And I expect they'll eat that eventually. There are loads and loads of worms in there. I've turned this over about 2 or 3 times, but look, there's tiny baby worms, and they're eating this and the algae out of the pond. Now look at them. Look at all that. There's absolutely loads of them under there. Let's see. Anyway, it's doing very well. A lot of baby worms, which I'm pleased about. It's like a nursery bit. And then this is the bit that they've just eaten through. There was watermelon and stuff in here. And now it's just compost, really. And look at it, it's fabulous. So nice, the compost. So I'm going to plant strawberries up in it, I think. I've just got to sieve it. And then once it's sieved, I can plant into it. And like I say, I've got a load of strawberry runners to put in. I'm just covering the worm compost over, because the worms don't like sunbathing and they're not massive fans of bright sunshine. So there we go, cover it over. I've got my indoor pond. I have got baby fish, and there's loads of them, like 20. They were in the blue tub down there, and I've taken them out and I've put them into my indoor pond because because it's nice. Let's see if I can show you where they are. I thought I'd shown you the other day on a video that I did the other day. Anyway, look, you can see some under there. I don't know whether you can see them, but I can. So there we go. Yeah, there's a whole load, and basically they're an exact copy of the parents. Of the ordinary parents, and there's about 20 of them, which is fantastic. So I'm very pleased with that. I do like the fact that I've got baby fish. My banana plant is growing. Every day it grows a new leaf. It's fantastic. I still haven't moved it into the area over there that I'm going to move it. The giant cucumber thingy is still growing, delicious white or whatever it is. Anyway, it's still growing. It's kind of bitter if you leave it too long, but it's quite nice if you cut it young. I've got a random tomato in here that's just grown over the edge. I did clear out the polytunnel just to get rid of all, excuse me, all of the weeds. My lime tree's growing, but it has, well, it does seem to have dropped its fruit, which is a bit of a shame, really. But never mind. I've got calamansi, as you know, and it's got some fruit on it as well. So there's not many, and I'm probably going to give it a prune again at some point. And these are all Thai peppers. And so I've got Thai peppers, and I've got a cafe lime tree, which you put the lime leaves into the Thai curry at the end, sort of thing, and it, oh, yum yum yum. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a goji berry tree down there with the longer leaves. There's that weird cucumber. The banana's got, I think it's either 3 or 4 babies on it. There's one on either, well, there's not corners on it, but there's about 4 baby banana plants, so they'll be next year's bananas or the year after. I presume it does its thing, fruits, and then dies. The lemon tree's not really doing a lot underneath. The avocado tree, that's this one here, and it's massive. It's nearly at the ceiling. I should think it's grown another foot over this summer, which is brilliant, maybe 2 foot. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. Again, I need to move it, and I'm probably going to put it into the hole where the fish tank is, and somewhere in there anyway, just to give it more room along with the banana. In this tub here, it's sort of just for saving water. It's very algaed up, but it has got a lot of baby fish in, or it has had a lot of baby fish, which is why they're in the other pond. My other pond is obviously the goldfish, which are feeding my system, and the strawberry plants are still producing, brilliant, are still producing strawberries. See, there's one there, and then there's quite a few. They're only little, but they're growing, and I'm feeding them. But look, can you see that? Oh, look at that! Yum 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 yum. So yeah, I've got probably 5 strawberries. I'm not going to eat them yet. 6 strawberries. Anyway, so yeah, there are quite a few, and I'm going to eat them later on. I bring them forward, and all the ones with fruit on I put at the front, and all the ones that haven't got fruit are at the back. The strawberry plants are producing hundreds of runners. There's 60 strawberry plants, and they've all got runners coming off them, and there's either 2 or 3 runners on the runners, and they're ready to plant because, there we go, you see that? They've got the nodules on. These are the roots that are growing, ready to be planted. And it's whether I leave them and let them grow, because like this one here, let me just show you. This one here, it's got 1, it's got 2, hang on, do it one-handed. It's got 2, and then it's got 1 on the end there. There, you can see it. There's a 3rd one anyway. So I found that loads of them have got a 3rd one growing, but they've also got them on the back. So again, I'm just letting them grow through. So look at that one, it's got proper roots now because I've left it, and it's in the drainage. Oh, it's got, look, 1 on the end, 1 there, and it's got a baby on it as well. That's just a 2, but there's 2s and 3s, and they've got roots on. So there's another, I don't know, 60, maybe 100 plants, which I'm going to plant up, and then they will make up the gutter system that goes on this side eventually when I've got round to doing it. What else? Yeah, I've got tomatoes in pots in here, and they're growing really well. They're Mama Made. I've got Aperitif, Pink King. Can't remember. There's not a black brandy wine this year, which is a shame because they were delicious. And Tiger Ale, and there's also a Roma Plum tomato, and they're producing loads of tomatoes for me, and they're delicious, which is great. Is the lettuce. This is floating pond plant called what's it called? Something lettuce. Can't remember what it's called. Something lettuce, but it's called that, and that's what it is. I've got lots of tubs around my garden. As you can see, as I catch water off the roof, I put it in a tub, and then it attracts mosquito larvae, which I feed to my fish, which is great. The plants outside are going well. I've got some salvias here, they're pink and blue. I've got my daisies. I've got down here, I've got quite a few customers, and they've got fruit trees and things like that. So in here, there's a bay tree in there actually as well. But there's a bay, there's an antirrhinum, which is a snapdragon. If you've got kids and you grow snapdragons, you can squeeze the back of the flower and it looks like the mouth of the dragon is opening. The others are baby gooseberry plants, and they're golden globe gooseberries, and there's a whole load of them. And I'm going to just grow them on a little bit, and then I'll pot them up into their own separate pots, and we'll have a load of baby gooseberry plants. I'm just going to take you for a very quick wander. It's a beautiful day here in lovely Devon, and this is my field of greens, outside in the field of greens. Let's just show you around. I tidied up my fence, I managed to push it back a bit, and I made a thing to, like a bird table. It's just a table really. It's a bit tidier anyway. I've got log piles and I've got bits of wood. Everything's tidied up a little bit. My hammock's out, my barbecue's out. We had a lovely barbecue the other week, last Sunday. It's Friday now, so that's a week gone already. You can see there's my polytunnel, everything. Like I say, it's all tidy. We need a drop of rain really. We've had a heavy dew this morning, which was nice. This is a pumpkin or squash that I put in. There's a kohlrabi there that's done its thing, and I need to pick it really because it's got a split in it. There's a couple of echiums here as well. There's in there. There's loads of stuff. There's peas are still going. I didn't really notice them. And there's also my flowers, which I'm going to get rid of soon. I'm going to keep certain ones, but I'm going to get rid of all the marguerites. I might put some down by the other pond again, by the big pond. My rhubarb's been growing like crazy over the summer. I've also got loads of raspberries, which I pick a handful every day. I haven't picked them. I've had one or two today. Let's look at these. Aren't they delish? That one's not quite as red as the other one, but I'm going to have both of them. Now with a raspberry, I don't know whether I've shown you this before. What you want to do is blow on it to make sure it hasn't got any bugs on it. Have a sniff of it. Make sure it doesn't smell musky, because you get this little bug called a shield bug, and they will actually eat a hole in a raspberry. It'll be like a segment's out. I didn't blow on that one, so it might be. No, it was nice. So yeah, they'll eat a hole in it, and they're normally circular, the holes in them, a little like that. And when they do that, if the bug's on the fruit, when you go to pick it, it'll spray, and it sprays this musky smell. Horrible it is. And it's the deter predators. That's a shield bug, and they do eat raspberries, it would seem, and they do spray on them. And when they do that, it stings. So that's why I say, give them a little blow on them, and then smell the raspberry, and then eat it. And it's lovely. This is my new giant pond, as you say. And it's looking alright. I think it's autumnal. I've got an echium over there that's gone to flower. I've got a hebe that's in flower. I have seen the heron around, which is a bit of a worry. All my yew trees are growing very well. There's a rose over there. There's a couple of apple trees. An echium. There's another artichoke, the purple one. I don't know if you can see way over there next to the echium. The other artichokes have gone over, the flowers have gone over, and they've produced a seed. I am still getting white water lilies, which is brilliant. And I have got giant dahlia plants down here. I have been cutting back everything. There is this thing in there, so I'm not really going any further. As you can see, we've got the apple tree and the echiums. even though these are the stunted ones, there was like 4 or 5 tops on, and they're still getting bumblebees. Look at that. They're still producing lots of nectar because there's lots of bees on them, which is great. And as I say, I've got lots of buddleia plants, buddleia bushes or trees. I think there's 4 up this end and 4 down the other, and then there's some hazelnuts around the corner and down the bottom there as well. And they're all growing really well. This is a artichoke that's gone over and it's gone to seed. So that's what they look like after they've got that beautiful purple flower. Once they've gone to seed, they look like that, and they are delicious. So there we are. I showed you the pond last time. I'm not going through that again. Just to show you that there's still all these aloes are still in flower. They'll go on until I snap them off, or cut them off rather, and then it'll produce more on the bottom. So I've got to dig a whole load of those out to make room for other things to grow. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring you along for, this is my Friday morning little session in the polytunnel in the field before I go off to work again. Anyway, hope everyone's well. Cheers, bye.